Today we are taking a deep dive into the Hotels and Retreats DLC game mechanics, including how to successfully build your own 5-star hotel chain, how to earn your city many monies, and also why this, the very last DLC for City Skylines 1, is my favourite DLC of them all. So let's dive in. So here we are in the amazing new Tealand with the fantastic alien rock park that we want as many tourists as possible to come and visit, of course, and we want to make lots of money. So let's see how we can do that with the new hotels that have been added to the game. We can dive down into this menu here and we can see our hotels, and we've got the first 3 that we can pick. And then we have our info views up here, which you can just get to via the info view menus over here. And these are the 4 things that we want to keep an eye on, because each of the hotels has a need for each of these 4 areas. Oh yes, let's pop a hotel in this lovely industrial estate here. I'm sure people are going to come and want to stay here. I know, of course, I'm only kidding, but we want to look at these needs here. So each of these changes depending on the size of the hotel and what type of hotel it is. So out of 20, out of 35, 35 and 10, that will be adjusted. This first one here is sightseeing location, so maximum possible rating of 20. So they want to be close to parks and unique buildings. Public transport a plus. This one here is shopping, so wants to be near commercial zones. This one wants to be near office zones, and this one wants to be near nature. So ideally, when you're trying to place these, you want to just use your info views, and we're going to zoom out and have a look and see where would be a good spot for these. I'm going to concentrate on this little area over here. So we know that we need a little bit of everything, and I'm just looking at this area down here. So sightseeing, yeah, we've got all of these parks. Shopping, we have a few around, which is good. They can always be added. No offices really up there, but nothing down here. Again, we can add those. Lots and lots of nature. So let's just zoom into this little area here. Of course, this park is right in the middle of a roundabout, but maybe we can make a little adjustment. Now, we want to be sure to take a note of noise. So there is some noise around. Maybe not so much in this little spot here. What have we got? We've got a school there, a high school. So if we just maybe move that high school to somewhere else, we could do something. So we're just going to pop that right up against the end there. And then we can pop a little bit of parking next to that as well. There we go. Small decorative parking lot. We've got some parking this side as well. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So already we have fantastically fulfilled the unique buildings. We've almost fulfilled the commercial zone buildings. Let's just see how close we are to doing that. I'm just wondering whether if we just squeeze in, I was going to hopefully put a little building in there. Let's have a look. Maybe we could even just do a little section like this. There we go. And that might just be what we need to fulfill. Let's not put anything on the roundabout. We'll let that go. We have no offices at all within the radius. Now, I've not quite worked out what the radius is for this. But what I'm going to do, I think, is remove those there. And I'm going to zone these in as offices all along there. And hopefully they're going to grow in reasonably quick. And as they grow in, we'll see this level up. So we might just need to wait a bit for that. We're at 9 out of 10 for the trees, for the nature, which is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of my trees along here, some nice ones, and we're going to pop in a nice line of trees. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Fantastic. So let's just wait for these offices to appear. And while we do, we'll have a quick autosave sip of tea. Are you after a strong, sturdy mug for your cups of tea or coffee? It works for both if you really have to. Well, how about our new Cool Beans mug, now available on BiffaPlaysMerch.com. There we go. We can see the offices building in the background, which is great. So as soon as those buildings appear, this should start leveling up. They are building very slowly, aren't they? Let's just give those a second. But what a great view across the park. What a great place to come and stay. It's only a budget hotel anyway, so, you know, can't complain. There we go. So we've got one office and it's made a slight little difference. So we might just need to add a few more. I'm going to do the same over here as well. it's increasing, 21 out of 35. So we'll let that continue to grow. And of course, we want to try and max out our guests. So we can choose how much we are going to charge. And we've got some income here, and the profit we're making is not too shabby. I have found in my own gameplay, even if you max out these over here, you can't automatically increase that to the maximum amount and expect to earn all of the money. It doesn't always work like that, because now my guests are dropping down, which means my profit is going to drop down as well. Although my profit has actually gone up, so it's just made me a complete liar. But we'll leave that running for a little bit and see how that goes. But now let's manage our hotels. So this is where we want to go from a level 1 up to a level 5-star hotel chirper chain. So let's have a look at what this screen tells us. We can change the name of our hotel. We'll do that in a moment, because I've literally just asked on my Discord what name we can come up with. We've got Biffa for the airport, maybe something similar sounding for our hotel. We shall see. This one here I quite like. Looks a little bit like tea leaves. We'll go for the red colour. What is that actually changing? There we go. Ah, yes. Excellent. So we'll go for that logo. We can see what our hotels are making for. So this one over here, if we jump to that one, that's the one we put right in the middle of the industrial estate. So we're going to get rid of that. Okay, back to our managed hotels. We can see we're almost at the maximum there, which is fantastic. So now we're making some profit, which is what we need. And we've gone over into level 2, which is fantastic. So the two requirements are the average popularity and the money. And I'll be honest with you, I've never managed to get up from 1 star to 2 star. Well, I've only played around a bit, but just with one hotel. It normally takes a couple of hotels to do that, but that's good. And our popularity is still 98%, but to get up to level 3, 4, and 5 is going to be particularly hard. We've decided on a name. But I'm thinking of the Airbnb and... Now, I could go just Airbnb like that, or Airbnb. Excellent. Okay, right. So that is our first hotel in the Airbnb hotel chain. We can keep an eye on how much money that's making us. If we jump into our economy tab and go down here, we are making money with our hotel, which is fantastic. And we want to level ourselves up, because as you level yourselves up more and more, we get more and more items to play with. I'm going to name this budget hotel. Ray and Scotty have just been, there we go, give me some fantastic names. That is going to be the Sip Inn. And it's got a nice red colour on it as well, with our logo on the top. Excellent. Let's have a look at the next one that we've got on our list of hotels. That'll be this tab over here. I'd like to put in one of these rental cabins. Now we can see that's only got 2 needs. The little camera and the little tree thingy. So if we come out of this view and go into our info views, we might be able to find a really nice spot for this one. So if we zoom out, we can see we have got an overabundance of nature, which is great. If we can hook that in with sightseeing, maybe let's try down here on this part of the island. So nature and sightseeing. Oh, I think we could fit something. What area are we here? Little Tikio, of course. So something in this little spot here, I think, would just be fantastic. So let's just take a look at the roads that we've got in here. Could we just use this little road here for a small little hotel? That's going to fit in there perfectly. That shouldn't have put any trees on there, but of course it still did. So we're going to just remove the few under the building. There we go. Oh, that little cabin looks lovely. And then what are the ratings that we're getting here? We have maxed this thing out. And this only holds 4 out of 5 guests we've got. Only holds 5 guests. I'm just going to maximize that and just see if we can maybe maneuver this around a bit and add another one in here as well. Oh, that is good. And let's have a look at that. Maxed out, maxed out. 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5. We're going to put that up to the max. And let's see whether we can get 5 in here. But we're earning so much money from these. That is great. Lots of popularity. And you can see how we really need to be placing a lot of these hotels. Average popularity, 100%. Oh, that is brilliant. So even without all the guests, I'm happy with that. Cool. Okay, well, let's try our third one. Let's have a look how that one is. We'll put that. Yeah, maxed out. Lots of profit as well. Oh, let's think of a nice, cool little name for these 3 little cabins in the woods. So it's already got a little zone here, so I can't put a district to name it, but we'll name this middle one, and that's going to be the same name for all three. This name was from Scotty. We have some trees on the roads here, so this is going to be the Roadside Resort. There we go. So third on the list, we have the Town Hostel, which again has all 4 needs that need to be taken care of. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So if we just zoom out a bit, I'm going to stay on this island, and we're going to sort of pick a spot that we think would work, and we're going to make it work this time. So sightseeing, taken care of. Shopping, slightly taken care of. Business, nothing. Nature, maybe we could do with a little bit more nature over here, and we're going to pop in a nice little area. So what I am wanting, we've got big parking here, which is good. So actually I'm going to use that parking, and we're going to build up over here. Let's just remove a couple of these trees. And this one, the Town Hostel, I think this comes in a few different colours. So we're going to do... Yeah, I wanted this a little bit different. Let's just move these along a bit. Like that. Hoping to leave a little gap in between. If we use the Move It mod and select that and do R... No. So that is the colour, I would imagine then, because of the chosen colour of our hotel chain, which is fine. So let's have a look at these. So we're almost there on the... What's this one here? On the sightseeing. That will probably be the same for each one. Shopping. This one's okay because it's a little bit nearer the shopping. And it gets worse the further we go away. The business, which is the offices. We need to work on that. And then the nature is okay on all of them. So we really need to just add in some commercial and some offices without making it too noisy, because that is the thing that can cause a problem. And don't forget as well, as it mentioned on, I think all of these, public transportation are a plus on all of them. Yeah, high crime, noise and pollution are a downside. So I think, to be honest, because this is such a well-made city, even if I do say so myself, that we're okay for pretty much everything else. So crime is fine, noise is fine. Mass transit, we've got all sorts of mass transit. If we have stops nearby, so that's underground, obviously that's on that road. I think they're all near enough anyway, so that's okay. So let's get a little bit of commercial and office action at the back here. Oh, we've got some nice buildings popping up here. I'm gonna... Oh, it's just started to upgrade. Well, we can sort that. Coin up laundry nearby will be good. What have we got here? Yeah, I think these are okay. We'll mark these ones. Oh, that is almost exactly the same. No, it's just got some advertising on there. That will be fine. That one has got a little bit too large, so I'm going to use advanced building level control and see if we can get that one to... Whoa, that has shot right up. Upgrade this building by 1 level. Why did it change? It didn't upgrade, but it changed. Something's going on there. And a couple of little shops for takeaway in between. And I think we're... Oh, look at that. The tree one has gone down, the nature one, on this one here, which is very weird because we have lots of trees nearby. That might be because of the noise that we've increased. So let's see whether we can negate that noise by adding in some bushes and trees around here. Still 0 out of 15. Okay. So I reckon that noise pollution of this building here is affecting that. These two are okay, which is odd. If I just delete that and remove this, there we go. And we'll keep our eye on this one. Unless there's a crime wave going on nearby. Crime's okay. Noise is okay. Very strange. Let's add some more of those trees in. Still not going up. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. These two are getting pretty close. This one is perfect, and this one is perfect. So it's just this one on the end here. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the Move It mod. I'm just going to reset it. Yeah, I think that's going to stay like that. Well, there's a lot of trees around here, but I don't mind. I'm liking the way that this little area is looking. And if we look at our overall chain... Oh, we haven't put the prices up on these. Let us just do that. So I'm going to whack the prices up. 100%, 100%. So, considering this one isn't filled, if I drop this down, let's make that 6 and see how that goes. Whether our popularity rating will go up. No, it doesn't. So definitely our popularity is only linked with this up here, but we've got 49 out of 50 guests. So I think I really want to get this to 100. I think it's the noise of these buildings here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to de-zone those and I'm going to make those offices instead. Let's see what appears there. And look at that already. That has gone up. And it's gone up again. And it might just jump up again once the next week goes past. And I'm hoping we've still got maximum on these. Yeah, excellent. I feel like a couple more trees and we'll be there. But then it's too far away from commercial zone. It is really a balancing act. So I'll tell you what, we'll go with what we initially had. We'll leave it like that and I'll be happy with that. So let's overall look at our chain and our profit is going up. We're still over the 70% that we need, which is good. And we're still making money on these town hostels. What are we making? So 228 on the last one down here. There probably is a way we can balance that. Let's whack it up, drop the guests and see how much money we get. Do you know what? I'm more interested in the profit, so we are going to go with that. We've got a fantastic name for these hostels. We're going to grab that one there, and these are going to be called the Tealand's, which I think are great. And this is like leveled up far too much. I did not mark that, did I? So our chain is growing. We're making the money. We need to get up to 5,000 to get to level 3, which is fine because we've used all of the 3 basic hotels. We now have these ones here. So we have a small hotel. We have an old inn, which I'm loving the look of that, and a roadside motel. We're going to go for the old inn. We're over here on the mid-century modern island. You remember this place? And the old inn only needs 3 out of the 4. So I'm just going to call it number 1, number 2, and number 4. It doesn't need business, which is good. So number 1, sightseeing's okay. Number 2, shopping. We know we can adjust that. Nature is okay. So where would be a good spot on here? What I want is that to face across the water here. So I'm going to pop that road here. Oh, that is actually bigger than I thought, isn't it? Let's do that. And if we need to adjust some of the trees, wow, that is a lot bigger than I thought. Okay, that's fine. We can adjust this area a little bit. Well, let's just check what we've got here. So we're okay on that one there. Yes, that's right. Commercial buildings we need to work on. Let's pop that all the way up. And where would be a good spot for a few commercial buildings? There we go. We've got a couple of the eco buildings in there, which I quite like. Maybe a small soy and lentils. And that'll probably be okay. Just add a little something in there. I think that fits in well. Oh, this building just looks fantastic. So let's just see what we're doing on here. Yeah, so not too bad. So 87%. What are we trying to overall get above? 70%. And this is going up here. Look, we're making the money. And of course, you can sort by profit. So if any of your cabins are not making much money, we know these are very small and don't make much anyway, then you can go through and adjust those. But I think that is doing really, really well. Just feel like I need to flatten the land out here a bit and we can place another one. And of course, before we place our next one, we got to name this one, haven't we? There we go, the Copacabana. Thank you very much, Ray, for that fantastic suggestion. So we are now going to move away from this island, the mid-century modern island, and we're going to come all the way over here. Now we're going to save an area over here for Alien Rock Park visiting. We've got a lot of entertainment island over here. We've got Spring University Zoo. There's a lot going on, so we're going to come back to that one. But there's a little spot over here I'm hoping I'm going to make work. So let's have a look. We're going to look at the noise first of all. Very noisy, lots going on. But what's making me pick this area, if we just read on the roadside motel, it says it's perfect for all visitors passing by. So they're not necessarily coming to this area because they want to stay here, but we do have our train station, and also hibiscus tea transfer, which leads to all of these other places that you might wish to visit. So this little spot in here, let's just take a little look at this. Yeah, definitely looks like a little roadside inn, doesn't it? And you're going to stay in there and have the noise of the trains. As you're looking out over the beautiful views, I mean, you know, you've got to win some and you lose some, but let's just see what they think of this area here. So, yeah, we're doing okay on the sightseeing, not so okay on the commercial zone, and not so okay on the office zone. We're going to pop that up there, and we're going to see what we can do to try and help that. Oh, and just checking the profit, and we're so close to getting to our level 3 with the stars, which is great. So let's just see whether this is going to go up at all. 560, he just jumps. That must be. Oh, not quite. Almost. Nearly there. Come on, you can do it. Yep, things are growing in nicely, and we've got 68%, so it could do a little bit of work on there, but we've got ourselves up to level 3, which is great. Big jump now to get to level 4. We need 15,000 simoleons a week, and we need 80% average popularity. So we have placed, we haven't placed this one here, have we? The small hotel will do best near commercial areas. So maybe let's just pop that one in and have a look. So if we open up our info menus, if I can click the right button, we'll close that down there. Shopping, there we go. Excellent. So where is a good commercial zone? Oh, this looks good over here. The Strawberry District. Okay, so what else have we got? Sightseeing is a bit low. Business and nature a bit low. What about this side? Oh, this is looking good down here. Yeah, somewhere around here could be good for this one. So not too far from the ones that we placed before, but I'm just thinking if we can remove maybe one of these car parks over here, the noise shouldn't be too bad, and there's lots of places for them to visit. Let's just pop that in there. That is a very nice looking hotel. I do like that, and there's lots of things to go and see over here. Again, a bit noisy, but all the rooms, I guarantee you, all the rooms are soundproof. So I'm not too concerned about that. Let's take a look. Look at that. Almost maxed it out, which is brilliant. We're literally missing some commercial zone buildings, or like we said, the noise might be having a little effect on there. Let's have a look whether there's somewhere we could literally add in. If we just remove some of these trees, we could add in a couple of small commercial buildings down here. We'll go for the small ones again. And I think that might just push it over the edge. And there we go. They've grown in. Excellent. 45 out of 45. Got 100% on here, which is exactly what we want, which is great. Oh, I'm loving that little spot there. That is brilliant. Okay, so what other ones were opened up to us? Let's just take a look. So now we move along here. We have the City Hotel. We have the Mountain Lodge. Let's do that one first. Oh, and the Boat Hotel. Oh, we've got to find some good spaces for those, but the Mountain Lodge, perfect for a nature getaway. So how about we zoom out and head on over to the PG Tips mountain range and see what spot we can find up there. So I'm thinking maybe not all the way up the mountain. We want to sort of make it semi-realistic, and we are going to need to get a road in here as well. There is a road that goes underground here. Oh, it just loops around. I was thinking if I could just bring that out, maybe along here, and we could have it right by this fishing and hunting area. Whoa, jumpy game. Which could be very nice. This little spot here, I think, is where it's going to go. Oh, that is quite large in size, isn't it? Slope too steep, but we're going to make it work. Oh, man, look at that view. And my voice is back in the room. So I've finagled it around just a little bit. Still a bit of work we need to do on here. So we're hitting 2 of the 4. Nature, no problem at all. Shops, no. Offices, no. And this one we're getting. So maybe we will just leave it as it is. Hello? Is there crime going on over here? What is going on? But I think that is looking pretty nifty. I mean, we could add... Do I really want to add offices and commercial in an area like this? I mean, we could just maybe get a couple of shops just along here, just for these people that are staying there. So I put just a couple of little market stalls out the front here. I think, to be honest, we'll just leave it at that because it's just such a picturesque little spot. I think that's given us a rating of about 70%. Yeah, so that's okay. We're going to charge the full amount. I might just finagle this a bit. Wow, down to 50 simoleons, and we're past 3 grand a week on this one. So there certainly is a call for finagling the price to get as many guests as you can. So 3,300 with 98, and it doesn't take too long to change. Let's just drop that all the way down. Look at that. We are raking in the money. So how is that affecting our hotel, our weekly profit? So maybe we could go back and finagle some of these rental cabins and things like that. I mean, I'll be honest, the rental cabins, if we zoom over here, are only 4 out of 5 anyway. So 256. So if I drop that down, yeah, there we go. Drop it down to 70. We get to 286. That tells me we can do some finagling. So I'm going to do that off. Oh, they're going up and down, going up and down. I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to see if we can max these out. So we are at 10,575. I'll be back with you in a sec. Okay, yeah, I'm going to stop fiddling with that. I actually got it up to 11,500 and I decided to change some things and it's gone even lower. But I've just added this in here, the Sidewalk Restaurant, which is one of the lovely new parks that comes with the hotel and retreats. And I love this one because it's got, like many of them, lots of different variations. There we go, which I think look fantastic. I was going to leave that one on there so you can nip out the hotel, grab some pizza. Fantastic. So let us see if we can put in our boat. What was next on the list? Let's go over to our hotel tab. So we've got this really big tall one, the City Hotel. We'll come back to that. We have our boat hotel. That needs 1, a little bit of sightseeing, 2, shopping, and 3, nature. And fancy restaurant. Oh, very nice, very nice. So let's see. So sightseeing. What about this over here by the zoo? A little bit of shopping. We could do something about that. Nature all over the place, which is great. So maybe we can have this along here. Let's pop that in and see what it looks like. See what we've got. Ooh. Ooh, very nice. The boat hotel. Oh, that is looking nice, isn't it? Look at that. A lovely bit to walk down there. And I think these little boats are available as sub-buildings. Let me have a look. Oh, it looks like they are. So if you go in to find it, add a filter, sub-buildings, we've got these here, which are coming from the pack. Yeah, let's just put them there. They'll go above the water. So let's have a look at each of these. 2, 3, yeah, 4, and that one there. No pictures yet, but so we can start placing these around the place as well. Place. And that'll look really cool. Right, decided to go for a few of the shopping malls buildings in there. I need to sort out this height here. And it seems to put in the same building everywhere. This little row over here looks good. Let's get rid of those trees on the road. We don't want loads of those everywhere. And then maybe add a little bit of... There we go. Nice. A little bit of water. And then also some mass transit around here. Excellent. And I know there's a bus line right outside here. So if we just add in that little stop there, that'll be good. Bring people over to here. So I think with this one, we're going to struggle to get a load of shops unless we really cram this full. I'm looking at this little peninsula thinking I can cram this full with a few more. With a few more shops. Oh, and there we go. Lovely little shopping plaza up here with the new shopping malls around this car park. I'm loving this, and it's nicely upgrading as well, which is just what we want to see. Lots of ways to get in and out. And how does our boat hotel think about this? What do they think about it? Let's have a look. We'll click on here. And, oh, look at that. We almost maxed this thing out. 2,880 a week. Okay, so how is that taking us up to... Oh, man, we're so close to 4 stars. I can feel it in my bones. We're going to be there very soon. Let's see if we can push it over the edge with our city hotel. That needs the first 3, but not so much sightseeing. So maybe if we just zoom out a bit, we can actually pick a spot that's going to help us with that. So let's take a look at this one here. So a little bit of sightseeing, some shopping and business. I'm just thinking maybe like this area over here. Shopping, business, sightseeing. The center of this area here. Oh man, we do love this place. And we've got the space. Sugar Cube Square. Would one of these hotels... I don't know what was in it, but at one point I've loaded my game without something in. It's disappeared. But would these fit in here? A city hotel. Oh, I think these are going to be nice. Whoa, that is a lot bigger than I thought. Maybe we'll just go with the one. Oh, look at that. That is fantastic. So we just need near office zone. We got, this is all office. Aren't these all office buildings? Oh, no, they're not. These aren't office buildings. These ones outside here, office buildings. Can you not detect the millions of office buildings all around here? So that maybe obviously tells you a little bit of the area of effect around these. But I bet if we just switch these 3 with these 3, we would probably hit our target. Let me grab the Move It mod, double click on buildings and see what we can do. Hopefully nothing gets messed up there. Let's just see now what this is. We've maxed it out. We have done it. So if I just pop that up to there and speed up the game, I mean, I don't see any reason why we're not going to get a maximum amount of guests in here and earn all the money. We are so close. 12,737 out of 15,000. We must do this. We must do this. And I am wondering whether to add in another one at the back here, because I really like the look of these buildings. Let's pop another one in. What? There's different models for the same one. Have I popped in the wrong thing? Have I been a complete numpty? City Hotel. What? I had no idea. There is different models for these ones. It just looks the same. Is there like a thing on here like you get on the parks to change the model? No, there isn't. Okay, let's use the Move It mod. I'm going to select just that and do reload. Yep, that changed. Lost the side bit. Reload. I've got something a bit different. I've got the side bit back on. We get the height. Lose the side bit. Oh, I see. What do you reckon? Go for the two tall ones like that? Or is that too tall? Or could we go for the two smaller ones like that? So they still stick up a little bit, but they're not so obviously mahoosive that they're just far too big over the top of that. I like that a lot. Oh, grief, jumpy game. So I'm just sort of looking around for where people are going to be parking. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount of parking there, but we've got underground parking. I forgot all about that. So, yep, that's fine. So I'm hoping now, both of those, let's have a look. Minus 60. Oh, yeah, we reset them, didn't we? So let's pop all that back up and see what we get out of these two. So I thought I'd just pop a couple of these new little tiny parks down the side just to add a little bit of interest. Oh, I'm liking that one there. That's good. What have we got over here? Got the gazebo there as well. I'm going to switch this one up. We're going to have that there. We could even pop another couple there, but I think they're too far away from the road. We are making a lot of money from these. 4,960. Still haven't got the maximum amount of guests, which is interesting. Let me just see if I can finagle that a bit. I'll be honest with you, having it at the top amount is giving us the most money at the minute on these ones, so I'm going to leave it like that. I think that looks great, but that has unlocked for us level 4. Now we need to get to 40,000. Oh my giddy aunt. What has that unlocked for us? Let's go back to our tab. So now we have a conference hotel. We have the spa resort, so that needs a couple of less things. That needs 3 out of 4 things. And the ocean resort, which needs 3 out of 4 things. Oh my goodness, then we're going to get down to level 5. Okay, so let's take a look at these new ones and find a couple of fantastic spots for these. So looking at this conference hotel, it needs a little bit of 1, a little bit more 2, and a lot of number 3. So sightseeing, we've got that covered here. Shopping, we've got that covered here. Business, we could do something about that. So I am actually thinking about removing, let's have a look, something in here that doesn't quite fit right. And oh, we've got mass transit, we've got all sorts of things here. So what could we remove to get this to fit in? It's looking like the car park, really, isn't it? There we go. And I'm hoping this is going to fit in here. Let's have a look. It fits in. And that is looking fantastic. And wouldn't you love to come and stay in this hotel right here and then watch the rocket launches? Oh, man alive. That would just be absolutely epic. Right, I'm going to finagle this one a little bit and see if we can get... Oh, what are we missing? The offices up to the maximum. So just give me a second. And there we go, a little bit of finagling later. We've got it all maxed out, which is great. We've got this maxed out as well. We probably could finagle and try and get a little bit more money, but I'm just going to leave it on the max. And what are we at? Oh, we're so close to getting up to the next level. So I don't think it's going to take... Let's just have a quick look at that before we go. Oh, look at that. And also, mustn't forget to name it as well. I don't think we've had this one yet, but from Scotty, the Nifty Inn. Absolutely love that name. Thank you very much. And I've got the perfect place for this spa resort, which is over here. I think this is going to work very, very well over here. So let's have a quick look at what it needs. So it needs 1 and 2 and a tiny bit of 3. So 1, we're covered. 2, we're covered over there. Okay, tiny bit of 3 where we can work on that. So maybe we could pop that into this area somewhere. Oh, here we go. Just finishing off with a couple of small parks in here. Maybe we could fit a pond park in as well. Well done. Excellent. We should be able to get those in there. I'll have to do a bit of finagling with the land, but I'm loving the way that looks. Let's see what this one is doing for us. What are we at? Oh, so close to the maximum. We just need a few more trees. To be honest, it's probably down to the noise on this one, but it's still making us 6,672-ish. It goes up and down, which is brilliant. So if we jump into our hotels, we are so close to 5 stars. And the final one, our ocean resort. Thank you, Sean, from Twitter for the name. The Roundabout Roadhouse. I'm loving that one. And the views, it is absolutely brilliant. And I think we're almost maxing out nearly all of the items. But I think because it's so far from the edge, even with all these commercial buildings along here, it's still 0 out of 20. But we're making so much money. And we've hit level 5. Absolutely fantastic. So now we've unlocked the last 3 hotels, the Heritage Hotel, the Deluxe Hotel, and also the Design Hotel. And I just want to take one of these and pop it into the best place on the whole of New Tealand, which is over here by Alien Rock Park. And then I want you to tell me in the comments where you think we should put the other 2 hotels. So maybe let's have a look down here and decide which one we are going to put in here to enjoy this amazing park. So this is going to be the one, the Design Hotel. I've cleared out some of the buildings that we had here. They were residential buildings, and I think we can just about squeeze that in there. Oh, look at this. And even though we're not quite hitting all of the things that we need to hit, we're still making 10,240 simoleons a week, which is brilliant. But we get the hotel events. Now, these are different for each of the 5-star hotels. But we've got a fashion show. So price of 65,000, lasts for 3 days, gives us a tourism bonus of 20%. 35,000 5 days, 10%, and 100,000 7 days. So this is a really good one. So I'm going to do this one. I'm assuming it's 100,000 just straight off in one go. Didn't take the money, so maybe that is a week or something. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. But is that going to boost then the guests in here? It looks like it does, which is fantastic. So you really want to make sure... Oh, it's being prepared. Oh, so that just means they're just coming to stay anyway because it's such a fantastic place. What I was going to say, you want to be prepared to make sure you've got the space for these, but still preparing. All right, let's just see how that goes. Well, I'll tell you what, we've hit 550. We're making 20,000. There you go. So I'm just thinking that preparing shouldn't say that because the event said 103 days to go and now it's 105. Now it's down to 103. So I think the event is actually running, which has given us a huge boost to the people. So for 100,000, that is worth it. Oh, I just got an achievement. Fully booked. I'll have to check out what the achievements mean. But if you've got the money, that is a fantastic way of making as much money from your hotels as possible. That's this one over here. 75,000 a week. 76,000. That is just unbelievably nuts. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, that is just brilliant. The profits. Oh my goodness me. That is unbelievable. So that's what it does. It boosts the profit unbelievably in your hotel. I am loving that. So let me know in the comments where you should think I should put the other 2. So we've got the Deluxe Hotel, which is huge. And then we have Heritage Hotel as well, which is not huge, but still pretty big. Let's just zoom in a bit and see if we can get a rough view of that. And yeah, that is humongous. So let me know in the comments below and let me know what you think about the Hotels and Retreats DLC. Have to say, I am absolutely loving it. So subscribe, be sure to be here for my new vanilla playthrough coming very, very soon, utilizing all the things that are now in what has been the final update, the final DLC, the final content creator pack. What we're going to play is it for City Skylines 1 before City Skylines 2 comes out. I'm excited. I hope you are too. I'll see you all very soon. Check out the next video on the screen as well before you subscribe. Do all the things. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.